What up? Schwiener here, episode 33 of the West Brom career mode. I am in my squeaky chair, so apologies if you hear a little bit of that. Starting the episode off here with our youth scouting report. I really, I guess, frustrated with myself that I just picked Ghana again. I honestly, I might recall him and send him out somewhere else for like 3 to 6 months once we hit that period, just to mix things up. I just totally rushed picking these countries to go after, and I honestly maybe I did Argentina too already. So I'm being lame. I need to explore a couple other parts of the region for the scouting, make this a little bit more fun on that end. But we're starting off is Leeds at home against West Brom. I still think we're undefeated in the Premier League, which is crazy. And our guy AMOURA. So apparently, I don't. I think I've surprise, probably been pronouncing his name wrong. I don't think it's AMOURA. It's maybe like AMOURA or something like that. I don't know. I need to probably look that up, Google Translate or something. But he is our leading goal scorer there, and we're starting off hot. Charles, we did throw in some of our B squad players here, and Charles with two great opportunities off the post, then a great save by the goalie. Unable to finish it, but don't worry, 4 minutes later, it's the top goal scorer in the Premier League, bagging himself another one, 7 appearances, 7 goals, lighting up the league like he has been since he came over from Wolfsburg. And just a great finish, top of the box, into the corner, up 1-0, 20 minutes into this game. And Charles has honestly been a great little backup for us. He really does make an impact when he comes in, and I have full confidence in him when he starts as well. I mean, he's a couple of, that pass should have gone in, or that pass to, I think it was Somerville on the left, or Patati should have gone in. A couple of outside the box shots there, and all the opportunities that we had early on, pressing, don't matter. They equalize right before the half here. What is literally their first opportunity into kind of their own half, which is just really unfortunate. It was Patati on that earlier shot, but he, off the corner, does the hard work, wins the ball back. Beautiful pass in to our guy, AMOURA, and it's 2-1 just like that, heading into early into the second half here with a little bit of tea there. And coming into extra time here, I mean, we honestly should have probably tied the game there. Griffiths coming out big bodied. We did enough to push the striker off, but a great opportunity at the end there for them to tie the game up. But we hold strong, get through, and we continue to be undefeated here in the Premier League. Next up, we do have Brentford at the G-Tech Stadium away. I think it's G-Tech, right? Yeah, Community Stadium. Sorry. And never an easy opponent. I mean, they this year have finished, I don't know, do they have European football? I think they might. But they finished highest they ever have in a Premier League season, I think, or they were on track for that. Maybe they fell off here at the end, but never an easy opponent. And early on in this game, a great opportunity. AMOURA not being able to finish that, which is not characteristic of him, but he does lay it off. Bilal, as the third guy running in, able to bag it into the corner. 27 minutes in, it's 1-0. Pass, shot, goal. That's how we roll, And Bilal was really, I'm really been satisfied with his play. I will say the one negative thing about him is his stamina. He is, really can't play back-to-back games within the same week, like at all. Barely can play back-to-back games. Maybe I need to put him on just like a really low plan of fitness or whatever you do with that. Yeah, fitness plan or training plan. But Patati early on in the second half, coming in, scoring, he's really been stepping up. I feel like on a higher level this season specifically. He's still super young, so really been satisfied with him and the way he's been playing. giving us a 2-0 lead, a little bit of a buffer. And Ferran Torres, I think he was their striker, doing a little, I don't know, double kick there. And Griffiths with the great double save. I completely thought, I mean, when you look at that goal or that opportunity, they score on us so much doing that with the rebound shots. And Griffiths does a great job to save that. But AMOURA there, I mean, doing all the dirty work, giving himself an opportunity. And right at the end there, I think it's Kone with an opportunity himself, but only the two. It's Bilal and Patati in the first and second half here, and we walk away with 3 points, a 2-0 win here against the Bees. Bzz, bzz. So big win, but what really matters here is the Europa League. It's against Stuttgart, which they kind of have a fire stadium, to be honest. Didn't realize they have a passionate fan base over there in Germany with them. But here we're sitting at 13th. They're sitting in 22nd, so we're both in a knockoff playoff round here. So could really use the 3 points again to move up. We've kind of had not the best start to this that I would have liked, the Europa League run, but still plenty of time to revive it. But great opportunity there, can't bag it. AMOURA there, great opportunity, can't bag it. And I'm starting to get frustrated in the first half, just nothing coming our way. Griffiths could save, but this game really was slower and just frustrating, to be honest. We just never, I mean, we kind of had shots on goals and little opportunities like that, but they never really were threatening, except for this. And I mean, that's the 85 minutes in, that was our opportunity to bag ourselves a winner and move on. The best opportunity of the game. And he hits it right at the goalie. I think it was Ben Gannon. So we walk out of here with a point at 0-0. Honestly, a little frustrated with that. The struggle with that continues a little bit, but I really feel like we should have walked away with at least a 1-0 victory there and 3 points. But not the case. It is what it is. In Premier League, though, we're killing it. We're sitting in second only because we are a game behind Man City, but a really tough opponent here against Arsenal. They have Martinez up top. Saka's still there. The midfield, I mean, it's Arsenal. Their squad is still of quality. So Saka coming in and with a horrible shot 2 minutes in, which is really on par for the season he had in real life this year. Charles again coming in as that backup and really getting opportunities. He really is kind of a goal-scoring threat. Kone there as well, but we really, this is like our full B squad as well that we have in here. And it's Kone, 53 minutes in, who's really, again, he's another player that has a little bit of a slow start the first few games, but is really coming into his own. He's an absolute, first goal. Maybe I'm lying. He's kind of, I feel like he's been playing a little better. One goal is kind of surprising to me. I guess that's his first goal. I guess he has been more so playing in the Carabao Cup there, but I mean, he got himself a goal, almost gets himself a second. Would have been awesome. Quick succession goals from the same player, and winning that header, passing it on, good build-up play. Somerville into Patati. Tried to get one in there just for shits and gigs, and can't get it. So Kone's goal is the deciding factor in this. It's 1-0, 54 minutes in, a huge win against Arsenal at home. I mean, it's really showing that we are able to compete with the big boys now. Last season was kind of so-so, but we really, showing we can compete. And speaking of the Carabao Cup, it's Coventry City, another team that shouldn't, I mean, they're in the Premier League next season in real life. They fought their way up there, but right? They're in the Premier League next year, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But right, it's no, are they? No, yeah, Coventry, Ipswich, and Mill are Hull City. Yeah, right? I don't know. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it only took 4 minutes for Lee to back himself a goal here, and really, you never take teams for granted, but coming into this, this is definitely one you should put on paper and say, we should just dominate this game and win. And Lee starts us off hot there with a 1-0 early goal, and kind of giving ourselves a little bit of comfort for the rest of the game. And that was good that we had that early goal. Sims just outbodying us, I guess. I felt like that was a weak cross. How we got the power under that, and I mean, props to him. I guess it's a great header. And I guess Moomba, who's like 5'6", probably isn't the best player to throw in there up against in a 1v1 in the air situation. Being 5'6", he really is tiny. But Kone here, right before the half, shortly after regaining our lead here, our goal lead here. So it's 2-1. And feeling, again, a bit more comfortable heading in the second half. But they've proven off a flick of anything that they can score. Right? Like, I mean, right at the end there, kind of almost bagging themselves an equalizer. So got to keep an eye. We're comfortable, but have to keep an eye. Gannon finds a way to get that ball into the net. I think if it's a better goalie there, also like a little zesty celebration, if I'm being honest. A little zesty celebration there. But as you can see, the goalie gets a hand on it. It just trickles and hits the post, and we just get a lucky bounce in. I think if there's maybe a higher rated goalie, that's kind of not the case here. But great ball over the top. Lee squaring it to Kone across goal, who I think bags himself at least a brace. This might be a hat trick. No, yeah, definitely a brace, because Lee scored, and then, yeah, so he has himself a brace. 80 minutes in, they get one back, but I think, getting 2 goals in 10 minutes might be proven a little too difficult to do. But, that's how this ends. I was right. So 2-4, low-key high-scoring game. Kind of sneakily a high-scoring game for us here. But last game, I think this is the last game of the episode. Brighton at home. No, away. Brighton away on the South Coast. Didn't we look this up last episode or something? Because we played them in, I guess, the Carabao Cup thing? I don't know. But squad looks interesting. They still have Dunk there. Ferguson up top. Honestly, it kind of doesn't look like as threatening of a squad as you're kind of used to with Brighton. But you never know. You never know. We are running out our full starting core 11 here, and hopefully getting the job done, keeping ourselves as undefeated in the Premier League. And another hot start, AMOURA getting the ball square to him and just slotting that on the ground in the side netting as he's running in. So feeling really confident and comfortable with the way we've been playing so far. 12 minutes in though, Griffith's great save, not closing in on the guy on the edge of the box quick enough, able to get the shot off, but our guy Griffiths is there. And then within, what was this, 4 minutes later, within 17 minutes, we're up 2-0 Bilal again, who's been a really good acquisition. I beg to argue, actually not even argue, I'm going to say he's better than Isaac Price. I really wanted the Isaac Price experiment as he was an original to work out, but he just, I don't know. You look at the stats, you look at the quality, he was there, he was tall, but just playing with him really wasn't there, right? So having Bilal definitely has been, in my opinion, an upgrade, but as he scores here again and making it 3-1 or 3-0. So, maybe it was a blessing in disguise that he refused to sign a contract for a year and a half and just had a request to leave. And then leave. Without that, too, Lee wouldn't have gotten signed. So, a little blessing in disguise, a little unfortunate. I want to try to keep some originals to grow with. He was one of, the 3 candidates that, we have on the squad that could kind of fit that persona. Besides Griffiths and, oh my God, who's our left back? Why am I thinking? I don't know. I can't think of his name right here. But we do win a penalty to make this 4-0. AMOURA right down the middle. I was trying to do more of a little chip, be a little cheeky with it, but I put a little too much power into it, I think. So it technically was chipped, but more of just like a straight shot down the middle. But either way, it gets converted. It is 4-0, and we've totally just run away with this. And might as well add a fifth with just a flying kick, throwing Justin in there, Justin James or James Justin, with a flying scissor kick in there. I mean, kind of an incredible goal, to be honest with you. Looking at the replay on this, I think we'll show it after. But he can fly. I don't think that he really needed to do that, but he did it. Like, I guess, yeah, it did kind of come behind him. But, I mean, what a angle that was. It was awesome. And heading in the stoppage time, one last opportunity. And yeah, we'll bag it. We'll make this 6-0. So just utter domination. Like I was saying at the beginning, the squad did not look strong. Brighton definitely seems like they've taken some steps back as a team in this game or this save, which is kind of tough though, because they develop players and sell them off and they're really good. So it's kind of hard in a simulation like this to do that. But a really, really good month. No losses, unfortunate tie, but 2 what hopefully are going to be easy Europa League wins against Young Boys, and I have no idea who the other team is, and some fairly easy Premier League games as well. I mean, Man United's tough, but I think Bournemouth, Nottingham, Fulham should definitely be easy wins. So hopefully we can roll through those, but we're sitting top of the table, 3 points clear, still 0 losses, 8 wins, 2 ties. So feeling really comfortable, feeling awesome about it, man. I mean, that's crazy that we're undefeated a couple months into the save here, but Ipswich, Burnley, Leeds, kind of at the bottom there. But appreciate you all watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Give a like, give a subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next one. And note, I'm traveling next week, so videos, I might have one next week, but uploads will be a little delayed. Later.